give them a minute. Oh, yeah, they've been disconnected. Oh, no, they haven't. It's popped back up. I don't know why my Skype did that.
Oh.
We'll give them a sec.
Unless this is like some sort of elaborate prank now, where it's like, I was here the whole time.
You fools. While we wait, we've caught up with Curb, except for the new one.
Oh, yeah.
I agree, like, some of it is him being a dick, but I'm still on his side a lot of the time. I don't know.
I think a lot of it is like, he is technically correct, but it's like, he shouldn't be this much of an asshole about it, though.
Well, the last one we watched, he was getting shouted at because he took the maid off them on those days. And it's like, well, she was leaving anyway. It's not like he didn't rearrange her days. I was sat there like, he's right.
I have to see if I can get that giant portrait of Susie for
Lowell's
birthday.
I fucking love that. I love how much Jeff hates. Just staring at him.
The one thing I can't get on board with Larry is like, particularly of all the people, he should be the one to know not to do that. As the guy, when he just sticks his nose in people's coffee. It's like Larry David, the character, he would know not to do that. Like
that's the only thing I've not liked. That felt like really weird. You wouldn't do that. Yeah,
I think they just had like, it's a funny image of him doing it. But it's like the man understands his own etiquette enough to know, like, well, he wouldn't want someone sticking their nose in his coffee. So why would he do it to somebody else and stuff? So
it's weird. It's the only thing I've not enjoyed. But, I can overlook it. It's fine.
I just reminded me, I completely forgot the Curbs back on tomorrow. I was like, oh, crap, better get on that. But Robin's message saying, like, some computer shenanigans, but they should be back momentarily, hopefully.
I wonder if we need to give them the ennui caster thing again. I don't know. It says they haven't disconnected, so maybe they're fine. I do have a couple of notes actually about the minute here. I need to read these. I'm trying to think what else has happened in this show as well in Curb, because we've basically just binged. We caught up at like yesterday. That's the problem when you binge. Just
That's the thing again, though. It's like as soon as Timothy Olyphant showed up for that one episode, I was like, oh yeah, he is such a good-looking man. Like, there's every scene he's like, Jesus, he's handsome. I'm loving the fact that like he's leaning into the fact that he's kind of got crazy hair now.
Yeah, he's going for it, yeah.
They were kind of doing a little bit of it in Santa Clarita Diet. Now he just shows up with no excuse for it. He just has this crazy sticky up hair now.
Because it's beautiful.
Robin said you might want to finish without me, and they'll be ready for the next episode. Shall we, Tara? I mean, I don't know. That's. I can just message back saying how long do you think it'll be, because we can wait another couple of minutes if need be.
Yeah, we can wait a little bit. Like, I don't. It's always weird when they're just. It feels odd going, by the way, yeah, they got disconnected. I'm trying to. There was something that happened at that wedding that annoyed me as well, because I was on Larry's side. I think it was just the way they were all treating him in general, like giving him the room, and like I was with Larry as well. Like, I think inviting both of these exes, it's weird.
That episode, like, I enjoyed most of it, but I think it was the climax at the wedding.
The fight and that.
Yeah, it's like I never like it when Curb gets into things that are like completely unrealistic. Like I remember that one where Larry just he shouts out about he thinks the Korean barbecue he's at, the guy served a dog.
Oh, you really hate that one.
yeah, and like that because like, you're like you'd never do that. Like just no one would do that. And yeah, Ted Danson actively trying to start a fight with him during the bride walking down the aisle. It's like, no. That would never happen. You would take it outside. You'd wait a minute or something. But like to actively go for him in the middle of the ceremony, it's like, that's like, I get you're like, oh, it's a comedy beat and stuff. And it's like, nah, but it's Curb's at its best when it's always relatable. I understand where you're coming from kind of stuff.
My favorite bits are just him and Richard Lewis insulting each other, because when they laugh, it's really genuine.
I do, yeah. Really do think he does have a great relationship with just the fact that these two guys seem to kind of hate each other, but they're best friends at the same time.
It's amazing. I love it. Every time Richard Lewis comes on, though, Lol's like, oh, he's looking bad.
He does look much more haggard these days. Like,
he's an old man. Yeah.
I mean, he never looked good from the get-go, but
it's been like, what, 14 years or something?
I saw him recently, like when we did Johnny Dangerously. Remember I was saying that the lady who made that, she also made this vampire comedy movie starring Alicia Silverstone and Kristen Ritter.
Oh yeah,
and I watched it. It actually wasn't that bad. Like some of it's absolutely atrocious, but the big thing in it is that Alicia Silverstone, obviously, she's the vampire that sired Kristen Ritter, and because Alicia Silverstone can kind of pass for being like in her 20s at that point, even though she's way older, like literally way older, like hundreds of years older and stuff. She keeps telling Kristen Ritter like, "Oh, like, we're like the same age," but it turns out like, no, I've been around for like hundreds of years, and like it's kind of a weird age difference when Kristen Ritter finds out and stuff. But the big thing is then Alicia Silverstone goes to see her oldest love, and it's Richard Lewis. So like she kind of gets back together with Richard Lewis for a bit, and it's just like he's already remarried and his wife's died and stuff. And it's all very much like, oh, it would be completely inappropriate for us to get together because it'd just be weird. But he does have this thing like, oh, I'm so happy you've come to see me and stuff. It's so weird because he's playing such a nice man.
Oh, no, I can't imagine that. What?
It's just like Richard Lewis he just oozes being a bit of a prick. So it doesn't.
Yeah, I love that about him. It's amazing.
So Thick Robins, they don't think that they'll be able to get back in this episode, apparently. They're saying apparently there's shenanigans afoot. Apparently it's still updating. She then said just finish off without them. So I guess we can just say like, yeah, their Skype got cut and they'll be back next episode. But if you wanna bring up your notes for the minute, John, I guess now will be the time.
Okay. That's weird, but we'll have to. Yeah, okay. Should we mention that they're gone? Or?
Oh yeah, I think we should say, because then there'll be no plugs at the end. But we should just say.
Well, you bring that up, and then I'll go to my notes because I'm just combing through them.